Hi, this is Pete Matthew of Jackson's in Penzance. This is just a quick comment on the news that came out last night. That was Thursday the 21st of January 2010. President Barack Obama has suggested that he is going to take the fight to the big banks in America and is proposing to break them up so that no single bank is, in his words, too big to fail. What he's proposing to do is to limit the activities of the big banks who since 1999 have been able to do two things simultaneously. Firstly, be retail banks, so they take ordinary people's money and hold it on deposit and lend it out to other customers. But simultaneously to that, they've been able to do investment banking, which is the high risk, high value transactions which in the end caused much of the financial crisis in the back end of 2008 and early 2009. Many of these banks were bailed out, of course, by the American government, just as has happened in this country and in many other countries around the world. In making this announcement, President Obama is really taking the fight to the banks, and it remains, of course, to see whether his proposals actually come to fruition, because they'll have to be passed by the US House of Representatives. So far, none of the European governments have said they're going to follow suit, although George Osborne, the shadow Chancellor in the UK, said that he favours a similar sort of option for UK banks. That would mean that Barclays and similar would have some big changes to make. Now, in reaction to this, the stock markets plummeted yesterday by nearly 2%, but this morning have remained pretty flat, so the fallout from it is not that severe, really. What does this mean for you? Well, the stock markets around the world are sensitive at the moment, very volatile, as evidenced by yesterday's falls. But they also seem to be recovering pretty well, generally. But this year, I think, is going to be pretty an interesting year. I don't think the stock markets will have massive gains by the end of the year, and I think it's going to be a pretty rocky ride. News like this tends to shake markets, even if only temporarily. So, as far as you individual investors are concerned, really this won't affect you directly very much at all. It affects the banks, and that in turn affects the whole way that the global economy works. The banks, of course, being the veins and capillaries and blood vessels through which the money, which is the blood of the world's economic system, flows. It won't affect your banking. It might affect your bank shares if you hold any, either direct or indirectly, but certainly nothing to worry about. This is the first of hopefully many video comments. I hope it's been helpful. As ever, please give us a call on 01736 360 717 if you've got any individual questions or comments. We'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching.